15 mind-blowing facts about Nepal, the most unique country in Asia. Travel documentary Nepal. Even the name stirs visions of icy peaks, ancient legends, and hidden valleys lost among the clouds. Nestled deep in the Himalayas, this country is far more than the home of Everest. It's a land where sacred traditions thrive, where mountains remain unconquered, and where breathtaking wonders exist beyond imagination. In today's adventure with ACT Travel Documentary, we'll reveal 15 mind-blowing facts, from sky-high suspension bridges to extraordinary marriage customs and rare wildlife. What secrets does this mystical land hold? Get ready to uncover one of Asia's most unique treasures. Number 1. The Enchanted Land of the Himalayas. Nepal, often called the Enchanted Land of the Himalayas, stretches gracefully between India and China, covering 147,148 square kilometers. Around 75% of its rugged beauty is dominated by towering mountains, including 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks. Towering above them all is Mount Everest, or Sagarmatha, meaning forehead of the sky, standing proudly at 8,848.86 meters. Here's something truly remarkable. Nepal has never been colonized, even with such powerful neighbors. Its capital, Kathmandu, pulses with life, blending ancient tradition and modern spirit. Nepali is the official language, but English is widely understood, making it a warm welcome for travelers. Nepal's diversity is awe-inspiring. With nearly 29 million people, it embraces over 60 ethnic groups and almost 100 languages. Spirituality runs deep, with 81.3% of the population practicing Hinduism, alongside Buddhists, Muslims, and others, weaving a rich cultural tapestry. Adding to its uniqueness, Nepal's flag is the world's only non-rectangular national flag, a proud symbol rooted in legend. Life bursts with color, celebrating 36 public holidays each year, the highest number in the world. Even more impressive, Nepal is one of the few carbon-negative countries, absorbing over 7 million tons of carbon dioxide annually. With forests covering about 72% of its land, it shelters incredible wildlife, like the elusive snow leopard and the charming red panda. Each wonder tells you why Nepal isn't just special, it's truly unforgettable. Number 2. Marriage traditions in Nepal. In remote Himalayan regions like Mustang and Humla, a rare custom called fraternal polyandry still exists. Here, brothers share one wife to preserve family land and resources, a tradition that's been documented as recently as early 2025 by BBC Travel. Traditional weddings in Nepal are not just ceremonies, they're epic cultural celebrations. Families showcase their social status through offerings of rice, cattle, and money. Each gift a symbol of prosperity and respect. It's not unusual for a wedding feast to last several days, filling entire villages with music, dance, and laughter. Here's something that really caught my heart. In the past, women in Nepal had the right to marry multiple times in life. This wasn't seen as scandalous. It was viewed as a testament to community resilience and the deep importance of mutual support in tough mountain life. Today, while urban areas move toward more modern marriage practices, many rural communities still honor these ancient ways. It's a powerful reminder that love, family, and survival are deeply intertwined here, and they tell a story far richer than we might expect. Number 3. The living goddess, Kumari. Deep in the vibrant heart of Kathmandu, a legend breathes, the story of the Kumari, Nepal's living goddess. Chosen through ancient, meticulous rituals requiring 32 flawless signs, she is believed to embody the goddess Taleju herself. The Kumari's life is far from ordinary. She lives inside the sacred Kumari Gar temple, where locals and travelers alike gather just to catch a glimpse. Exactly at 9 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon each day. It is a brief, almost surreal moment, like stepping straight into a timeless travel documentary. Even in the year 2025, one powerful belief remains. If the Kumari sheds a single tear during the Indrajatra festival, it foretells bad fortune for the king, a tradition that still sends shivers through the crowd. But really, what is it like for a child to bear the weight of divinity? How does she fit into a Kathmandu rushing toward modernity? It is humbling to see such a tradition endure, a small, sacred heartbeat against the roar of change. Would you stand there too, hoping to see a living legend? Number 4. Nepal's colorful transport and the missing railways. Getting around Nepal feels like stepping into a moving art gallery. With no domestic railway system fully operating yet, public transport here is all about vibrantly decorated buses. Covered in hand-painted deities, colorful slogans, and good luck mantras, these buses are more than just a ride. They're a rolling tribute to Nepalese culture and belief. As of 2025, construction of a railway line connecting Kathmandu to Raxaul in India, which started back in 2023, is still crawling along, with major sections unfinished. According to the Kathmandu Post, delays are mostly due to funding gaps and complex terrain challenges. It's a reminder that in Nepal, even the daily commute tells a story of faith, resilience, and a love for life's little bursts of color. Maybe someday, sleek trains will connect the cities. But until then, each bumpy ride, each brightly painted bus, is a moving chapter in Nepal's living, breathing travel documentary. If you love the idea of Nepal's colorful buses, just drop a quick comment. I'd ride that bus. We'd love to see your thoughts below. Number 5. Cultural etiquette in Nepal. If you're wandering the colorful streets of Nepal, don't be surprised if you see two men casually holding hands. Here, it's a beautiful symbol of friendship and trust. No hidden meaning, just genuine closeness. But there's a twist you should know. Public displays of affection between men and women, even a simple hug, are often seen as inappropriate. According to updated 2025 insights from Culture Trip, Nepal's deep-rooted traditions still shape everyday behavior, especially in rural areas where modern influence hasn't washed everything away. I remember the first time I visited Kathmandu. Watching friends walk hand in hand felt like witnessing a softer, more trusting world, a stark contrast to the fast-paced, touch-phobic city life many of us know. So if you're planning your own adventure with Acted Travel Documentary, here's a question to ponder. Could a handshake ever replace what a simple handhold means here? Maybe in some places, connection really is that simple. Number 6. Lavish wedding feasts. A traditional Nepalese wedding, come hungry, and maybe bring stretchy pants. These celebrations are famous for their extravagant feasts, where food isn't just about taste. It's a bold symbol of prosperity, hospitality, and shared joy. While the number isn't a rigid 84 dishes, as legends suggest, today's wedding banquets still overflow with an incredible variety. You'll find tender buffalo meat, perfectly steamed sticky rice, and of course, yomari, those sweet, pillowy dumplings filled with jaggery and coconut that taste like pure happiness. Nepalese families continue to pour heart and heritage into every plate, making wedding feasts a true living museum of tradition. According to local reports, even modern couples try to keep these culinary rituals alive, blending old flavors with a few new twists. But here's a question worth chewing on. In a world chasing quick bites and fast ceremonies, can we still find time to celebrate life the way Nepal does? Slow, rich, and unforgettable. I believe the answer is somewhere between the first bite of Kumari and the last satisfied smile across the table. Number 7. Life expectancy in Nepal. Here's a surprising fact you might not expect. In Nepal, women are outliving men, and it's not even close. As of the latest data updated in 2025, the average life expectancy for Nepalese men is around 71.5 years, while women live longer, reaching about 74 years. It's a small but significant gap, reflecting broader global patterns but with a uniquely Nepalese story underneath. Health experts believe that lifestyle factors, community support, and traditional roles in rural areas might be contributing to this longevity trend among women. Meanwhile, men in Nepal often face greater risks from labor-intensive work and limited healthcare access in mountainous regions. When I traveled through the hillsides, I met women in their 70s tending fields, raising grandchildren, and still laughing like teenagers. It makes you wonder, is a long life about medical breakthroughs or simply about staying rooted in community, nature, and purpose? Number 8. Suspension bridges. Defying fear. If you ever wanted to know what it feels like to walk between the earth and the sky, Nepal has the answer. Home to some of the world's longest and highest pedestrian bridges, this country dares you to step out of your comfort zone and right into the clouds. Take the Kumari suspension bridge, for example. Stretching a jaw-dropping 344 meters across the Kali Gandaki River, it's not just a shortcut. It's a test of nerves, balance, and a little bit of faith. As of 2025, these gravity-defying bridges remain vital lifelines for remote villages, connecting communities that would otherwise be days apart by foot. For locals, it's a daily routine. For travelers like us, it's an unforgettable moment suspended between two worlds. So the next time you find yourself tiptoeing across one of Nepal's sky-high suspension bridges, just remember, the real adventure is only getting started. Because if you think that was heart-pounding, wait until you hear about Lukla Airport, often called the most dangerous airport in the world. Ready to take off? Number 9. Lukla Airport, the world's most dangerous airport. If you thought crossing a suspension bridge was nerve-wracking, just wait until you hear about Lukla Airport, often dubbed the most dangerous airport on Earth. Perched 2,800 meters above sea level, Lukla's runway is a heart-stopping 600 meters long with a sharp 12-degree incline, and pilots must land within a tight 60-second window or they're forced to abort. No second chances here. Known officially as Tenzing Hillary Airport, this tiny airstrip is the gateway for trekkers heading to Everest. Yet, its extreme conditions have made it infamous. The tragic crash of 2008 remains etched into aviation history, a stark reminder of how unforgiving this approach can be. Even today, Lukla challenges even the most seasoned pilots. Only specially certified captains are allowed to fly here. When I stood at the edge of that runway, watching a small plane dive through swirling clouds to land, my heart raced harder than any roller coaster ever could. Would you dare to board a flight, knowing there's barely enough runway and nowhere to turn back? Number 10. Nepal's unique calendar system. Time runs differently in Nepal, literally. While the rest of the world calls this year 2025, Nepal is living in the year 2081, according to its Bikram Sambat calendar. This unique system, running roughly 56.7 years ahead of the Gregorian calendar, isn't just a quirky detail. It's a living piece of Nepal's cultural identity. The Bikram Sambat calendar, rooted in ancient Hindu traditions, dictates everything from major festivals to government deadlines. Even today, official documents, business contracts, and school records in Nepal use this ancient timeline. When I traveled with ACT Travel Documentary, seeing 2081 stamped on tickets and newspapers felt like stepping into a parallel universe, one where history and future blend effortlessly. It makes you wonder, is time really universal, or is it just another story we tell ourselves to make sense of the world? If you landed in Nepal tomorrow, would you be ready to jump half a century ahead? Pretty wild, right? If you jump straight into the year 2081 with us, just comment, "Time Traveler Ready." Number 11. Nepal's vibrant festivals. The International Balloon Festival in Pokhara. While it's not as massive as some might expect, featuring fewer than 20 balloons, according to the latest 2025 Himalayan Travel Mart data, the sight of colorful giants rising over the Annapurna Range is pure magic. Then there's Holi, the festival of colors, where streets turn into a wild canvas of reds, blues, and yellows. It's Nepal's joyful welcome to spring. And trust me, you'll leave covered in happiness and maybe a little bit of pink powder in your hair. And of course, Tihar, Nepal's festival of lights. Over 5 dazzling days, homes glow with candles, families honor animals, and on Kukur Tihar, dogs are celebrated as loyal guardians with garlands and treats. When the sun sets over Nepal, it doesn't just disappear. It sets the whole country on fire with celebration. Balloons dance at dawn, colors explode at noon, candles flicker through the night. Here, festivals aren't events on a calendar. They're lifelines, breathing joy, memory, and spirit into every dusty alley and mountain village. In Nepal, celebration isn't just about marking time. It's about making sure the heart never forgets how to fly. Number 12. Kathmandu, the timeless heart of Nepal. Kathmandu isn't just a city, it's a breathing museum, layered with history, chaos, and quiet miracles. Sitting at an elevation of 1,400 meters, Kathmandu has watched civilizations rise and fall for over 2,000 years. Every corner tells a story, from the intricate carvings of Patan's Durbar Square to the weathered steps leading up to the legendary Monkey Temple, officially known as Swayambhunath. 2025, despite modernization creeping in, Kathmandu still beats to its own timeless rhythm. Motorbikes zip past sacred shrines, prayer flags tangle with telephone wires, street vendors sell momos next to medieval palaces. It's messy, magical, and utterly unforgettable. A perfect playground for any real travel documentary explorer. When I wandered these winding streets with a camera in hand, it struck me, Kathmandu isn't about pristine beauty. It's about survival, spirit, and stories whispered in stone. Kathmandu doesn't pretend to be perfect, and that's exactly why it stays unforgettable. Here, the dust carries prayers, the cracks hold legends, and every crooked alley leads you somewhere older than memory itself. In a world chasing shiny skylines and spotless streets, Kathmandu quietly reminds us, real beauty doesn't erase its scars. It wears them like a crown. Number 13. Nepalese cuisine, a feast of simplicity and flavor. In Nepal, food isn't just about eating. It's about comfort, tradition, and survival, wrapped into every bite. At the heart of every meal is dal bhat, a hearty combination of lentil curry and rice that fuels the nation daily. It's simple, nourishing, and if you travel with locals, you'll probably hear the saying, "Dal bhat power, 24-hour." But Nepalese cuisine isn't just about basics. There's the beloved momo, soft dumplings stuffed with spicy meats or veggies, steamed or fried to perfection. You'll find them on every street corner, from Kathmandu's bustling alleys to tiny mountain tea houses. Then comes lassi, a creamy yogurt drink served cold in clay pots, offering sweet, tangy relief after a day in the Himalayan sun. And for a deeper taste of tradition, try gundruk, fermented leafy greens packed with probiotics, a clever survival food passed down through generations. With a growing focus on gut health worldwide, gundruk is even getting global attention as a superfood. Here, food isn't just flavor. It's a story, a history, and a hug from a culture that knows how to live close to the earth. If you could try just one dish first, would you go for comfort, spice, sweetness, or ancient wisdom? Number 14. A spiritual and natural paradise. Nepal isn't just a destination. It's a doorway between earth and spirit, where nature and devotion live side by side. Start with the Bagmati River, sacred to millions and often compared to India's Ganges. Flowing through Kathmandu, it's more than just water. It's a living thread between the mortal and divine. Not far from its banks rises Pashupatinath Temple, Nepal's largest Hindu temple and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Even in 2025, its ancient stone walls echo with chants and prayers, a place where time folds in on itself. Speaking of UNESCO, Kathmandu boasts something incredible. 7 World Heritage Sites clustered within just 15 kilometers, a density of culture and history almost unmatched anywhere else on Earth. And if you crave the wild, head to Pokhara, where 9 sparkling freshwater lakes mirror the sky, offering peace and adventure in equal measure. Nepal doesn't ask you to choose between heaven and earth. It simply hands you both. But here's a thought. When a place stirs both your soul and your senses, is it still just travel or something closer to coming home? Number 15. The cost of living in Nepal. Thinking of stretching your dollars in a place where mountains kiss the sky? Nepal might just be your dream ticket. As of 2025, living comfortably in Kathmandu or Pokhara costs around $500 to $700 per month. That's rent, food, transportation, the whole package. A cozy one-bedroom apartment? Expect to pay between $150 and $300 a month, depending on the neighborhood. When it comes to food, meals at local restaurants range from $3 to $6, and monthly groceries hover around $100 to $150, meaning fresh veggies, rice, and maybe even a few bags of momos won't break the bank. Getting around is just as affordable. Bus rides typically cost about 50 cents, and taxi fares usually land between $2 and $5 per trip. When I explored Nepal, what struck me wasn't just the low cost. It was how much life you could live for so little. Morning markets, mountain views, festivals. It all felt richer than any luxury suite. But here's a question. If you could swap endless bills for endless adventures, would you? Nepal isn't just a place you visit. It's a feeling you carry with you. From sacred rivers to timeless streets, every moment here leaves a mark on the soul. If today's journey opened a new window for you, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected with us at Act Travel Documentary for more stories that move you. See you on the next adventure.